which is a motion to approve final settlement of claim number QL0875 as recommended by Risk Management.
Motion.
Support. Motion by Councilman Wooden, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. The yeses have it, motion carried. 7.3 is a motion to approve final settlement of claim 2024-07-22 WOW as recommended by Risk Management.
Motion.
By Councilman Johnson, supported by Councilman Rose. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have it, motion carried. Item 7.4 is a motion to approve tentative collective bargaining agreement between 23rd District Court and the 23rd District Court Employees Association, represented by POAM.
Motion to approve.
Support. Motion by Councilman Brandaz, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion?
Chairman,
Councilman.
I just have one, just I guess a point of reference. I think these were relatively minor changes, it seems like, but with vacation payouts, and I know maybe some other contracts have that unused vacation time is paid out. I wish to see caps on that, just because I think that seems like a big liability, and this isn't the only contract that's stating that. One, I think people should be encouraged to use their time off, to take time away from work, and then two, just the financial liability that you can't quite anticipate. So I know it's in here, I don't have a major issue with it, because I did talk with Judge on the number of weeks people have, and it's not like people, they don't get 16 weeks of vacation or anything. I think on average, I believe, I don't know if you want to comment on it, but
Yeah, I didn't
I know
know
you said a few
if you were asking me a question or.
no, but now I do.
All rise.
Here you go.
Hello, Judge.
Hello, so Councilwoman Whitten, yes, there's only one employee at our court that has a significant vacation. She's retiring, after 26 years of service to the court, and she has 4 weeks. But everyone else has, the majority of employees get 2.
Yeah.
We do that.
Yeah, it didn't seem overly excessive. Just as a matter of note on all contracts, just something to be mindful of.
Well, there were two boilerplate that I think we, the council, said from the beginning. Number one is to restate that no employee has the ability to commit the city, or in this case, the courts, to any funds in excess of $2,000. Even though we all know that we had some issues where, so that was one boilerplate, just to have it restated, and that was more kind of in our personal services contracts, but it's something that we should be aware of, that it should be disciplinary if anybody ever commits, the court. Or the other boilerplate item was, like you said, that there wasn't a rollover effect. That, kind of use it or lose it, or up to a certain, maximum. Forgot exactly how that language looked. I believe it's in the juris contract, so you can probably find that really fast. But if you weren't aware of those things, then you would have gone into the collective bargaining with those probably in mind.
And Chairman, I would say I don't think these roll over, right, Judge? They either use it or they cash it out. So again, I would just say encouraging people to use their time just because it makes good sense to take breaks from work.
Well, I think most people want their
I think
vacation.
so too.
So I don't anticipate it being a huge incentive for them to not take a day off.
Right.
Yeah, and actually, if you look on page 2, alternately, it's page 33 under vacation. Vacation time may not be carried forward from one calendar year to the next calendar year. Unused vacation hours not used by December 31st will be cashed out. Unused hours will be paid at 100% of the first pay period.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. I've covered that. All right, any further questions? Hearing none, all those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All opposed say no. Yes, that motion carried. Next item, similar in nature, a motion to approve the tentative collective bargaining agreement between 23rd District Court and the 23rd District Court Supervisory Association, court reporters, probation, and court officers represented by POAM.
Motion?
Support.
other discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
All those opposed say no. Yeses have, motion carried. Thank you, Joyce.
Okay, thank you. Can I answer one other question I've been asked more than once when I've appeared here with respect to who is the court's employer? There's a case, Judicial Attorneys Association versus State 459 Mich. 291, and in this case, it directly speaks to this. And if I can just say this, I know that I've been asked this by Councilman Daniel, but the judicial branch is constitutionally accountable for the operation of courts and for those who provide court services, and must therefore be an employer of employees. So according to articles in the Constitution, obviously we work with the city for efficiency, but according to the law of the state of Michigan, the employees are court employees. Okay.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, that'll take us to item 7.6, which is a motion to approve the second reading to rezone parcel number 60-006-02-0786-000 of the Northwest Quarter, Section 4, City of Taylor, Township 3 South, Route 10 East, Wayne County, Michigan, from R1C Single Family Residential to R1 Vehicular Parking. The property is located on the east side of Cornell Street, between Van Born and Avalon.
Motion?
Support. Motion by Councilwoman Witt, supported by Councilman Johnson. Is there any discussion?
Chairman,
Councilman?
is the person that's asking for the rezoning, are they present here today, or
No, we're not.
they're not?
Good evening.
Through the chair, I believe it was a representative of his, he's away. I believe he's on vacation. They was representative at the last meeting, but I don't believe she was.
I was just curious, so do they own the vacant, property that's next to the bakery?
Let me, bear with me just a minute. This is on an map that's a lot better. Should be. This is Van Born here, this is Cornell. The gentleman owns this, and asking for the rezoning. He also owns this building here and this building here. And there's a public alley between. But this is the lot right here.
So the question that was asked is, where is this property located? For those that are,
Yeah, I was curious if he owned part of the building that was next to the bakery, which she was just saying he does own a portion of that. Is it just the
He
vacant, or
owns
he?
those two addresses.
Laura, can you move the mic? There.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. He owns the building at 23753 Van Born and